my name is Peyton Johnson, and welcome back to The Seamless. Today we'll be answering the question, is it bad to want children at a young age, and how much does a baby limit you? Now, this question is very versatile, and sub- there's many different opinions, and it's very subjective. So, in order to answer this, I interviewed 3 adults who have chosen to stay anonymous. And they have graciously agreed to share their stories and a little bit of their personal opinions and advice. Now, again, this is their personal experience and their personal opinions, so take from that what you will. So I will be using random names, and I hope that this helps some. First off, I'm going to start with Jane's story. She had her child at 16, around the same time that her own sister, who was a couple years older, had her child. She was told to move out and ended up staying at her boyfriend's home with his parents. She wanted to continue to go to school, but her boyfriend and her father disagreed. Her father was very old school, so he wanted her to drop out, get married, and have even more children, but she declined. Yet her boyfriend's parents supported and advocated for her going to school. They drove her to a friend's house in the morning before school, but it still wasn't her home. The father, her boyfriend, wasn't very present during the pregnancy or during the child's life. So she returned home senior year and worked Monday through Friday. While attending school, she had to leave her child with her boyfriend's parents, only seeing him on the weekends. She couldn't pay for a lawyer to fight for child support and missed out on a lot of social events. Her sister's child, young as well, was at home with the family, so they could not take care of 2 babies at once. Any money she had went straight to the child and his development, but he missed out on doing any extracurriculars because of how little money they had. Now that they're older, Jane says that her child is much more like a brother to her, and he barely sees his father. When asked how this affected Jane's life, she said that she's lost many friends and even the ability to make friends as an adult. For other young parents, she recommends having a strong support system at home, saving any disposable income, thinking about long-term scenarios like sickness, and getting into Mommy and Me and teen pregnancy support groups to continue social engagement. The second young mom I talked to had her child at 20 and also spoke to me about having limited social time or me time, and how any young parent must be prepared to be anything the child needs, from the doctor to the therapist. The third mom I talked to had her child in the 1970s when she was 17. At that school, pregnant teens couldn't attend, so she had to transfer to a Catholic school. Her mom and sister tried to help out, but they were all young as well, so she had to work a lot. Her personal advice was to finish school first before having a child. For these mothers, they did miss out on experiences, but ultimately loved their children and did not regret it at all. They tried as hard as they could to provide for them, and they each recommended to become educated in savings and money, having a good support system, engaging in social groups with people who are going through something similar, and finishing school before introducing a child into the world. This episode was entirely from their experiences. These strong women have gone through having a child at a relatively young age and were brave enough to share their stories with me and all of you. If you need assistance, call the American Pregnancies Association line. It's 800-672-2296 for personal assistance. Thank you so much for listening to This Seamless. Please remember to send in your own questions, and thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and continue to engage with our posts.